Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here, this time reviewing on Batman Death in the Family. Now, as you know, Batman Death in the Family is meant to be a 2020 animated interactive short film, which was meant to kind of be a little bit based on Death in the Family, as well as being a follow-up to Under the Red Hood. Now, keep in mind that back in 2010, in July 27th, Under the Red Hood got made into an animated movie, and eventually, since interactive games have been making a big comeback, primarily on Netflix, with Carmen Sandiego and also Captain Underpants, I guess DC eventually wanted to do something similar to that, but release it on DVD and Blu-ray. So the plot is meant to follow almost like the film, and does explain some things about what happened after Bruce had a go at Jason for basically someone for shattering someone's collarbone, and we see how Jason sneaked into Bosnia. So at the point, us as the viewer gets to decide what happens to Robin. You either have Robin die, cheat death, or be saved by Batman. Now, being saved by Batman has different multiple opinions. For example, for example, if you basically have Batman save Robin, he tragically dies, and you are kind of left as Robin to either become Red Hood by following a no violent method, which does have some repercussions. But if you decide to kill Joker, you eventually do become Red Robin. And there are multiple endings in that one that do feel like they wanted to do more. And when you kind of got to catch Joker, you kind of end up sort of capturing Joker, but as well, you kind of have a different alternative, like Batman Returning, being known as Zor-El. There are two possible things. If you fight Batman to the death, you end up getting killed. If you basically try and save Batman, it leaves the team trying to, look after Batman. Also, in Robin Cheat's death, you kind of basically survive the explosion and begin to slowly recover. And slowly you become a version of Hush. And this one, I would say, feels like they wanted to do something, but tragically, it doesn't go into anything else. And if you've got Robin dies, you've got Bruce mumbling about everything about what happened with the film Under the Red Hood, which is obviously meant to take place after the film, with Clark Kent hearing the story. So, in my opinion, the interactive game isn't great, but I think it could have been more interesting if you were given more endings in Robin Cheat's death, because I feel the Batman Save Robin one has two different other ones. And I feel like the film is sort of implied to take place with the Killing Joke, as when you had Jason looking at pictures of Barbara from her gunshot wound, and given the fact that one, Jason was always meant to have feelings for Barbara, so you could always understand why Jason always saw Barbara as his Valkyrie. So I feel like this was obviously done to try and cash in on interactive games now, because they've been making a big comeback now thanks to Netflix. And yeah, it does bring back a good portion of the actors, like Bruce Greenwood showing up to voice Batman again. You've got John DiMaggio, who now voices Thomas Wayne, as well as returning to voice Joker. And you do have some new cast members, like, for example, Sierra Farzel, known for voicing Marla in She-Ra, as well as voicing Taria now. So I do think there were some good ideas. I just think the interactive game could have focused a bit more on trying to do Robin cheats death and kind of give you a different alternative ending. It just seems the Batman Saves Robin one has a lot more, while Robin Dies kind of gives you the whole film, even though I could just easily watch it online or get my Blu-ray copy or something. So I feel like by the end of it, Death in the Family is obviously a terrible cash-in to try and make interactive games the next big thing for DC. So in my opinion, this deserves a thumbs down. Not interesting. It's obviously a poorly done cash-in, and there's only 6 endings that don't really feel interesting or spice things up. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.